On June 6, 1983, a new chapter in history commenced in the twilight of a calm, modest neighborhood. Doug and Denise Back, residents of East Mill Creek, welcomed to the world a daughter, petite, promising, and pure, and gave her the beguiling name of Heather Back. The name Heather is a mythical symbol of peace, love, and protection, idiosyncrasies that Heather embodies from the world of the spirits. Her childhood home was a sanctuary for righteousness to prosper, and where universal truths were taught and practiced. Fair as a star when only one is shining, Heather is the promise in the bottle, the road to the future, and the long-awaited dream catcher for the eyes of the beholder. Everyone was on watch her early years, like a falcon on its nest as she roamed to and fro and from heart to heart. Her sparkling blue-green eyes and sun-bright smile and esteemed splendor pays tribute to her warm and easygoing temperament. Gratitude, kindness, and empathy are her expressions of choice, but it's love that fills her heart like a cloud of fire. It was also early on where Heather started sowing the seeds of habit, discipline, and wisdom that led to achievements in academics, ethics, and industry, and faith in the living God. Heather's youthful years is where the winds of change started to blow and the rough road of reality needed to be traversed. The sounds of children at play echoed in her dreams and visions as she contemplated putting down roots. So she opened her heart to a young man by the name of Jacob Harman. With her hypnotic charm dazzling in sunshine, he was no more than straw on the torrent of her will, and the embodiment of a perfect rose, complete in form and fragrance. It was in June 2008, out of the blue and on air saturated with prayers and dreams, that life took on a new meaning, and two hearts became one. Heather is the mother of 4 phenomenal children, Claire, Graham, Eden, and Lincoln. In them are characteristic traits she passes down to them with tenderness and grace. Claire is an unspoken warrior for benevolence since the early beginnings with Graham. Her playful approach to life is spellbinding and possesses an unspeakable power that burns deep and draws you in, like a fish that takes the hook. It's enough to make angels weep. Graham is a fighter and taught that life is precious and should be lived well. Each day he fought on as his mother, howled like the sky, bent over her little child and whispered compassion, the breath of heaven, and had to let him go. An act of love, deep and true, we know nothing about. Eden is a quick-witted girl that can catch an older person in a foolish statement and can reason logically with humor and candor. Her eyes are like fantastic moons that shiver on some crystal clear lake. They have the power to tempt, entice, and persuade. Her whole soul seems like something fashioned in a dream. There's a tender gentleness about Lincoln that paralyzes your senses, and couched with unpredictability, well, it leaves you perplexed, entertained, and enlightened. Lincoln is clear-eyed with a handsome, boyish smile and soothing nature that opens the doors to endearment. One look in his eyes and you'll be compelled, like Medusa. Heather's remarkable life has showcased mortality's twists and turns, victories and defeats, and joys and sorrows. She's climbed on rainbows and spent time in the shadow of agony. There's no life experience that can crush her resolve, dash her hopes, or deflect her focus. She's charm upon charm, and her name, which sounds even now like the call of a trumpet, stands ready to relieve, rescue, and reassure.